Have you ever noticed? A bird comes to your feeder, it stops, picks up a seed, and then, right before eating, it snaps its head to the left, then to the right, then straight up, like something is watching it. And then, in one single moment, it's gone, without eating a single thing. And you're standing there thinking, what just happened? I didn't do anything, but that bird saw something that you completely missed. And that is the secret this video is going to uncover today. This isn't strange behavior, this isn't fear, and this is certainly not an accident. When a bird lands on your feeder and keeps looking around, it's actually following a very old, very necessary system. A system that is naturally built inside it. A system that keeps it alive every single day. Your yard is not just a dining spot for that bird. It's a battlefield where every single second, one decision is being made. Is it safe to stay here? And that bird, whether it's a delicate little house finch, a cautious mourning dove, or a bold blue jay, every single one of them is asking that same question. Every time, before every single seed. Today, we're going to find the answer to that question. And we're also going to find out how you can make your yard truly safe for them. So what exactly are you going to learn in this video? First, you're going to understand what that bird is actually checking for when it lands on your feeder. Every glance has a reason. Every look has a signal. Second, you're going to find out what's in your yard that's making birds uncomfortable. What's causing them to fly off again and again without eating a single seed. And third, you're going to get 3 simple, practical solutions that you can apply in your yard today, so your feeder becomes a place where birds actually come, stay, and eat. This isn't just bird knowledge. This is how you actually make your yard better. And if you want to keep discovering hidden bird secrets like this, the signals birds send that we always miss, the behavior that can make or break your feeder, go ahead and subscribe to Yard Bird Secret right now, because every video here unlocks a new secret right in your own yard. Let's start with a moment that you've probably seen right in your own yard. It's early morning. Your feeder is full, and a mourning dove slowly glides down and lands. It moves toward the feeder, pauses for a second, and then, suddenly head up, looks left, looks right, look up, then leans down to pick up a seed, and then head up again. Same pattern, over and over. Pick up, look up, pick up, look up. Now a blue jay comes in, bolder, more confident. But watch closely, it does the exact same thing, just faster, just different in style, but it scans every single time. And a little house finch? She lifts her head every 2 seconds. So quickly, you might think she's nervous. But she's not nervous, she's alert. And there is a big difference between those two things. Nervous means reacting without a reason. Alert means actively noticing everything around you. These birds aren't scared. They are switched on every moment with every single seed, because for them, one moment of not paying attention could be their last mistake. So the question is, what is that bird actually looking at? Your yard was quiet. You didn't see anything, no sound, no movement. But that bird saw something, and that something is present in your yard every single day. The first thing birds check for: shadow. When a hawk passes overhead, its shadow hits the ground first. No sound, no warning, just a shadow, and the moment that shadow moves across the ground, the bird's entire body reacts. Instantly, without thinking. This is their oldest alarm system. The second thing, sudden movement. You waved your hand by the window. A kid ran through the yard. A leaf snapped in the wind. That's it. Bird is gone. Because for them, every unexpected movement is a potential threat. They fly first, think later, and that is exactly what keeps them alive. The third thing, open space. If your feeder is sitting out in the open, visible from every direction, no trees, no bushes, no cover, the bird will come, but it won't stay because it knows. Sitting in the open means being seen from every direction, and being seen from every direction means being an easy target for anyone watching. The fourth thing, unfamiliar sounds. A strange bird call, a new sound it hasn't heard before, or most importantly, another bird's alarm call. When a downy woodpecker suddenly bursts off with a sharp call, every other bird in that yard takes off too, without looking, without confirming, because they trust each other. One bird's alarm is every bird's alarm. All of these things, shadow, movement, open space, unfamiliar sounds, these are the enemies you can't see. But every bird that visits your feeder sees them every single second. And now that you know this, the next question is, how are their eyes so sharp? How do they catch all of this? The answer is in the science. Simple science. Now let's talk about what actually makes these birds so sharp. And this isn't magic. This is science. Very simple science. First, their eyes. Your eyes are on the front of your face, which means you see straight ahead really well. But without turning your head, you can only see about 180 degrees. Now look at a mourning dove. Its eyes are on the sides of its head, and that means, without turning its head at all, it can see almost 340 degrees. That's almost a complete circle, almost your entire yard in one single moment. There's only one small blind spot directly behind them, and to cover that, they just give a small head turn. That's it, full 360 degrees covered. Second, their scanning system. When a house finch sits at your feeder and keeps lifting her head up, she's actually following a very specific pattern. Scientists call this the head bobbing scan. Birds work in a rhythm: eat, scan, and that rhythm is automatically set inside their brain, like a timer on your phone. Every few seconds, automatic alert, automatic check. Third, their processing speed. This is the most interesting part. A bird's eye processes images in 1 second, at a rate we could never match. When a hawk's shadow crosses the ground, that shadow might last less than 1 second. You wouldn't even notice it, but a blue jay, it saw it, processed it, made a decision, and was gone. All of that, in that one single second. Fourth, memory. Birds remember the surroundings of their feeder. If something new showed up in your yard yesterday, a new pot, a new chair, anything unfamiliar, that bird will notice it. And until it decides that new thing is safe, it will hesitate to come near the feeder. This is not a weakness. This is their greatest strength. So now you understand. These birds don't look around for no reason. These birds don't fly off for no reason. Every single action is part of a perfectly designed survival system. And now the question is, since you know all of this, how can you make your yard better for them? Those practical solutions are coming up next. Now let's talk about something that a lot of people completely overlook. The food in your feeder, the design of your feeder, all of that matters. But the one thing that affects birds the most is the location of your feeder. Script segment. Think about it for a second. Imagine you're sitting down to eat in a place where people can see you from every direction. No wall, no corner, no cover whatsoever. Would you eat comfortably? No, you'd keep looking around. You'd eat fast. Or you'd just get up and leave. That is exactly what a bird feels when its feeder is sitting out in a completely open space. What is the biggest problem with an open space feeder? When the feeder is placed right in the middle of the yard, no trees nearby, no bushes, no fence, there is no escape route for that bird. If a threat shows up, where does it fly? Which direction does it go? Where does it hide? That uncertainty keeps birds away from that feeder. They'll come, take one look, and leave because their brain is telling them it's not safe to stay here. Second problem, visibility. An open feeder isn't just visible to birds. It's visible to predators too. A neighborhood cat, a passing hawk, a curious squirrel, all of them can see that feeder, and the bird knows it. Its eyes and its instinct both are sending the same warning. Third problem, unfamiliar surroundings. If you recently moved your feeder to a new spot, or place something new near it, the bird will take time to trust it. This isn't stubbornness. This is a survival instinct. New place, new environment. Verify first, trust later. So now you understand that the wrong feeder placement can waste all of your efforts. You can fill it with the best seed, keep fresh water nearby, but if the location is wrong, that bird is not going to stay. And the solution to that problem is exactly what we're going to cover next. Now we've reached the part you've been waiting for. Practical solutions. Simple, clear, and ready to apply starting today. Solution 1. Place your feeder near shelter. The distance between your feeder and a tree or bush should be around 10 to 12 feet. Why? Because that distance is the perfect sweet spot for birds. If the feeder is too far from a tree, the bird has no safe escape route. It stays nervous. It doesn't stay long. And if the feeder is too close to a tree, a cat or predator can hide right behind it. And the bird won't even see it coming. 10 to 12 feet, that's the sweet spot, where the bird has a clear escape route, and where it's hard for any predator to stay hidden. So go check your feeder location today. Is it within 10 to 12 feet of a tree or large bush? If not, move it. That one small change can dramatically increase the number of birds that come and stay at your feeder. Solution 2. Create a predator-free zone. Birds are only comfortable when they feel their feeding area is truly safe. So what can you do? First, if cats come into your yard, keep your feeder at least 5 feet off the ground. A pole feeder or hanging feeder works best for this. Second, keep the ground under your feeder clean. Remove fallen seeds regularly. Why? Because seeds on the ground attract rats and squirrels. And when they show up, birds fly off. Third, don't place anything near your feeder that a predator could hide behind. A large pot, tall grass, or a dense low bush. All of these create hiding spots. Open sight lines around your feeder. Clear visibility in every direction makes birds feel confident enough to stay. Solution 3. Add nearby cover and shelter plants. This is the most important and most long-term solution. Before a bird comes to your feeder, it needs a staging area, a place where it can land first. Observe the feeder from a distance. Check that everything looks safe, and then come in. If your yard has a tree branch near the feeder, a medium-height bush nearby, a dense shrub close by, the bird will land there first. Scan the area, and only when it's satisfied, it will come down to the feeder. That staging area lowers the bird's anxiety and increases the time it spends at your feeder. If you don't have those plants in your yard right now, simple native shrubs or ornamental grasses work great. They grow fast, and they create natural shelters that birds actually use. These 3 solutions are simple, free, or very low cost. And the results you'll start seeing in your own yard within just a few days. Birds will stay longer. I feel more comfortable, and you'll get to watch them up close, clearly and calmly. So now you know, that bird that kept looking around at your feeder, it wasn't scared. It wasn't confused. It wasn't bothered by you. It was switched on every moment. With every single seed, every glance was a question. Is it safe to stay here? And now, you can answer that question. Today you learn that a mourning dove's eyes can see almost your entire yard all at once. That every time a house finch lifts her head, it's a perfectly timed survival scan. That even a bold blue jay cannot outrun the threat that comes like a shadow, silent, fast, and gone in 1 second. And you also learned that your feeder's location is not just a practical decision. For a bird, it can be the difference between safe and not safe. When you place your feeder near shelter, when you keep the area around it clear, when you create a staging area, you're not just setting up a feeder, you're building a safe space. A place where a small bird, for just a few moments, can sit without fear, without fleeing, and simply eat. And the day you look out into your yard and see a house finch sitting at your feeder, eating calmly, looking around a little less, that's the day you'll know that something changed in your yard and in that little bird's day. So here's one thing I want you to do right now. Drop a comment below and tell me, which bird in your yard does the most safety checking? Is it a mourning dove that lifts her head with every single seed? Is it a house finch that scans every 2 seconds? Or is there another bird that you've noticed doing this? Write it down below. Let's talk about our yards together. And if this video helped you today, if you learned something new, something you're going to apply in your yard, go ahead and subscribe to Yard Bird Secret. Because every week, a new secret gets uncovered, right in your own yard, with your own birds. Those hidden signals you see every day, but never quite understood, that's exactly what we're here for. And if you want to find out why birds come to your feeder but completely ignore certain seeds, make sure you watch our next video. That one holds a secret that will completely change the way you set up your feeder. Link is in the card above and in the description too.